if you don't have an understanding of the banking system, AI is a great way for you to get your skills up.
Isn't it a lot of people just think about right now I have ChatGPT, I can just test it with ChatGPT or Claude?
Yeah, so a lot of people think that way, and I think that's where they get it completely wrong. I mean, take AI as a tool, and you still need to know how to use that tool. But if you don't give it a proper context, like I'm talking about a banking app, and I have this screen, and this screen has like X value. Can you tell me like what kind of test cases I can generate for it? Then it will give you a proper, comprehensive answer.
So Coram, like AI is so hot right now. Can you give me some example of AI-driven testing?
So people are using AI right now to generate test cases. That is definitely there. We have our own feature set in quality, which is you can now generate test cases, you can execute test cases, you can generate executive summaries, and the AI will tell you what parts to focus on, for example, based on the data, which feature set requires more attention, which feature set is stable. I mean, like you get all of this information now. It's a lot of decision making that is being enabled by AI, and also a lot of time saving that is also being done with AI. The third part is where you are generating test cases, but you are not able to think holistically in all those factors, for example. So let's say you're testing a mobile app for a bank, right? Now, if you don't have an understanding of the banking system, AI is a great way for you to get your skills up. You can give it a prompt that I'm talking about in a banking app, give me some scenarios. What are the things that I need to look out for specifically? So AI can help you with that part of process, which is domain understanding, which in my opinion is the biggest thing in software testing, like the most important thing. If you don't know the domain you're testing for, the end user you're testing for, it's pretty much going to be, well, a bland kind of testing in my opinion. It's going to be pretty boring in that sense.
Isn't it a lot of people just think about right now I have ChatGPT, I can just test it with ChatGPT or Claude or
Yeah, so a lot of people think that way, and I think that's where they get it completely wrong. I mean, take AI as a tool, and you still need to know how to use that tool. If you just think that it's a hammer, I'm gonna just like use it anywhere I want, you're gonna break some heads most probably as well. So you need to be very cognizant of what you have in your hand. What is it that you need to do to use it properly, and what kind of information needs to go in, what kind of information needs to come out. That's when you get the more value, right? Otherwise, if you just write a simple prompt that get me a test case, yes, it will get you a test case. But if you don't give it a proper context, let's say like I'm talking about a banking app, and I have this screen, and this screen has like X value. Can you tell me like what kind of test cases I can generate for it? Then it will give you a proper comprehensive answer. So using AI is very important, and how you use it is the most important thing.
So like if you're an experienced user, can I say I can just use general LLM instead of yours? Or like what's the difference between using Hootie AI and general LLM?
Yeah, so what we have done is, first of all, we have optimized the LLMs we use internally on in quality for specific to software testing. That's one part. Two, we are not using just one LLM. We are using like a combination of LLMs, because not every LLM is able to offer the same kind of output or the quality of output. And in my opinion, the most important thing is the quality of the output. You don't want your testers to spend time sifting through the test cases that AI has generated, and then rather than saving time, spend more time on that part, right? So it needs to be that they can instantly have a look at those test cases and say, that's what I want. So plug it into the product. So it's very critical to not look at just an LLM as an LLM, but you also see, okay, is it going to deliver the function that I am expecting it from? It is going to is it going to give me the output that I am interested in? Is it going to cover the different areas for me? That's what's also very important, basically.
So like the most of the LLM we are seeing, like the first and kind of like OpenAI or like Gemini or those kind of LLMs are more like general. And if I go with like specific designed AI tool like Hootie, for instance, then I can even imagine it's like I'm talking to a tester itself. It's already preset. Everything's say based on your experience, and then is that what I can expect?
Yes. So you expect it to at least generate outputs which are more tuned in for software testing than a generic one. Of course, you will give it some sort of requirement, some sort of it. You can upload test cases in it in the form of a document. You can even upload in a requirement document, and it can generate test cases for you. If you upload a design file, it can generate test cases for you. And then as a tester, your role is basically to go through all the generated test cases, identify which test cases are more aligned with what you are testing right now, import them to the project, and so on and so forth. So it's not just like a generic LLM in that way, you know.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
it's tuned in for specifically for software testing.
Yeah, so I think that is what most people get wrong, and I think people should actually, because once I use the LLM, not a LLM, like OpenAI has this customized section, you know, and then I'm not a graphic designer, but I want to design in Figma,
Sure.
and I choose a Figma specific chatbot.
Chatbot.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like instantly, I don't have to, you know, back and forth,
Yeah.
and then I think that's really important to understand that the LM you are using, if
Yes.
that is designed for the
Your use case or not, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you, Connie.
today. And I think AI is important and a lot of things we don't know about, and the most important thing is to learn.
Thank you so much.